Hey, this is BJ from Out and About on the Recumbents. Just wanted you to kind of let you know what was going on here. Basically, we've kind of haven't had any videos here for the last little while, and the problem with that is that we had some family issues. My mom passed away on Thursday at the age of 82. I'm 68, so we've been together a long time. And it took several days between hospital and hospice days for her to pass away. And then on Friday, my one of my younger brothers, I have four altogether, we basically buried him at the Pikes National Veterans Cemetary here in Colorado Springs. He's was a medically retired Army for 15 years. He had the full military honors and everything, and yeah, so that's kind of why nothing's happened. You're probably amazed because the weather was absolutely great, for the whole week. Until today, it's actually snowing outside. We have about 3 inches of fresh snow here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And but yeah, I mean that's mainly what I wanted to let you guys know why we haven't been doing any videos because we're usually pretty, uh, you know, going on and on, uh, you know. But so I thought I'd try to do a live. I don't know if anybody's even watching, but I thought I'd give it a shot and see if you might be. If you have any questions, okay, or just want to chat, there's a comment section. Should be on your video here, and just put in a comment. I've got it set on slow mode, so only take a comment every 30 seconds because I'm not the world's fastest typist, and my keyboard on my 5-year-old computer is starting to really die on me. So, but yeah, um, basically doing this from home, so no fancy backgrounds or anything. I'm going to figure out how to do that one of these days. But I thought, real quick, if nothing else, I'd give you guys a run of my of Joe and I's new equipment. Um, this is one here we really like. This is our new walkie-talkie setup, our communication setup. This is a Arch Shell, ARCHSEHLL AR5 model walkie-talkie. 16 channels and basically half a mile coverage, and it seems like it actually does better than that, even through buildings and everything else around corners. It's worked really well. And I just want to put in a plug to a fellow YouTuber and trike rider, and that is the Grizzly Granny on YouTube. She basically did one and a YouTube video about this unit. So we decided, hey, for the price, we just had to give it a try. We got the units and the handheld mics. They come with just an earpiece, and like she said, it falls off your ear. We didn't like it; it was uncomfortable. So, but even with the optional mics, two walkie talkies and two mics actually came out to around $40, and they work really well. We're very fortunate. We have handlebar bags on a side mount on our ice trikes. So we've been able to just mount these in the net pockets on each end, and then mount the mic on top. And so that works great for us. Grizzly Granny has. I hope her name. I hope this is your name, and apologize if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure her name is Jeannie or Janine, something like that. I'm really bad with names. Takes me forever to remember names. But she has, her and her husband Gary mounted those up really nicely on their. They have Sunseeker fat trikes, the Fat Tad, I think they're called. Really bad looking units. Those things are, look like they go anywhere. But yeah, so that's one of our new equipment we've got there. Another one is I got very fortunate. I started off with my video cameras. I started off with a very lowly Vivitar. This thing was like a $20 camera at Walmart, and then I picked up Cam Park 4K Ultra for about $40 off of Amazon. And I shot a lot of videos with that, and I like, it did as good as it could. It didn't have any type of an EIS setup, and I made a mistake because I always thought that all GoPros had EIS in them, because the newest one, of course, the 12, has what do they call it? Oh, Hyper Smooth 2.0. Yes, isn't that cool? But I was mistaken. Actually, we started off with a GoPro 2 I got for cheap. And then a friend of mine, Alan, gave me a old GoPro original, which is really cool because I got the video screen off the back of that one. I could put it on my GoPro 2. Graduated from that to a GoPro 3. And then my son-in-law Jason and daughter our son-in-law Jason and daughter Jen gave us his old GoPro 3 Plus. So we did quite a bit of the videos in GoPro 3 Plus. But got really fortunate. A young man was just trying to get a little cash, and he sold me a GoPro 6. With the screen already built in, it's not an attachment on the back. And so I've been doing my last few videos with this. I really like it because it has a really nice EIS system. It doesn't have hyper smooth, but it has a nice EIS system, and it really brought now if you look at our videos, just the very end, like down towards my feet and stuff, has a little bit of vibration, but the jumping up and down that was in the background isn't there anymore. So that's really great, Try to get this so it blocks that light there. But yeah, so this is what we're using now. I'm using the GoPro 6 for doing videos, and it was really cool. A gentleman on who sent me a microphone, a wireless microphone. I get this over here. He out of the blue, he sent me this GoPro Hero 4. So I got, you can't believe it's really great. He sent this to me, and so I gave this to Joe. Joe takes all the still pictures, at least most of them. So we use this GoPro Hero 4 as our still photo camera. And also the backup, video in case something happens with the 6. This is on the GoPro mini mount, and it's kind of cool because it opens up into a tripod, so you can put it down, and I need to get it up here so you guys can see it. There it goes. And so you can take like a still picture. You can put it on a timer and take a still picture or something, So that's kind of cool, So our equipment has actually upgraded considerably in the last few videos. So yeah, this has got the it even had the back screen on it, because these don't come with where you can actually see the video when you're making it or the picture. They have an accessory screen, but this one actually had it, so that's really great. Now, we were talking about this wireless mic, and I've been talking to you guys about how the older and even this 6 GoPro doesn't have a where you can hook in an external mic. So, everybody's told me, well, go wireless, Well, they've been out of my budget. Well, really super guy named Roland out of Mississippi. I won't go any further than that, Roland, I promise. Very unique because not only does he not ride a recumbent trike, he rides a recumbent fat bike, and actually just a regular fat bike. But he watched our videos and heard me saying, one of these days I like to get a wireless mic. And he had this extra, so he sent me this little guy right here with the stuff I've been trying to describe to you, the cat's hair mic cover, because this basically filters the wind out. And it's a what do you call it? It's a battery-powered mic. There's a little tiny battery inside. And then this is the receiver unit that this mic plugs into. And then it plugs into the camera. Well, the mic doesn't plug into the mic. Gets hooked up by what do you call it? I don't know. I can't think of it now. A signal from the transceiver to the mic, And then right here, this little plug, that hooks into my GoPro 6. And so, yeah, so I haven't had a chance to test it out yet, but hope to use it very, very soon. Right now, Saturday, like I said, we just picked up 3 inches of snow today. All those days, we had like a whole week that was beautiful. I could have tested all this stuff out and everything, but, because of the family issues, couldn't do it. Family's important, especially my mom. My mom was such an awesome mom. And I won't go into big history or anything, but like I said, my mom passed away at 82. I'm 68. If you do the math, yeah, I was 13 years old when my mom was born. So,
you were 13
so
years old.
I'm sorry, but mom was 13 years old when I was born. There we go. And so, we've been together a long time, my mama and I, and she was the best, man. She raised 4 boys basically by herself with a 7th grade education. So, to mom upstairs, man, I love you. And and then like I said, my younger brother Chuck, we rode motorcycles together for years. I'm just always been a rider. I've never been a biker. Just a guy and me and Joe. We just love to ride motorcycles. We're like motorcycle tourists. My brother Chuck though was a biker. He did the heavy leather stuff and loved his Harley and rode with the wild gangs. And so it was so. But we had some good times when he and I would ride together. It didn't happen as much as I would have liked, I'll tell you. But yeah, mostly I rode, sport touring machines and touring machines, Gold Wings and Kawasaki Concours, BMW K100 RS, And like I said, Chuck was a Harley guy through and through, all the way. And although our last bike ended up being our last motorcycle, which we had from 2014 to 2018, was a Harley. It was a Harley 883 Sportster Super Low that we poor thing. We made it into a touring bike. We added all the touring stuff, and we put 40,000 miles on that 883 Sportster in 4 years, double up. So very impressive machine. People say Harleys are junky. No, man, this thing was just unreal. It went everywhere. We had one factory problem, and it wasn't with the motor. It was with the rear pulley, and Harley replaced it like that. No charge to us. And all we did was, regular maintenance and tires and keep it clean and stuff like that. Good bike. Okay, enough of that. Because this isn't a motorcycle thing. This is a trike thing, right? Yes. And, yeah, that's just to give you a little, one thing I should, also with that package that he sent came this case. And this case is meant for my GoPro 6 so I can put a, so I can put a hook up the mics and everything while I'm actually using it, and even the new wireless mic will fit in this little hole right here down underneath. Yeah, and this is the selfie stick that came with the camera, which is really good. It's nice and tall, and it goes even taller. So I gave the shorter one to my wife. Sorry, I'm not used to. I keep having to figure out which way this thing has to go to get out of my face. All right. The other thing we use is this is my bike computer and GPS unit. And it's made by a company called Cross, XOSS. That's all I call it. It's Cross. And Joe's is by the same company, but it's just hers is just a bike computer and GPS. Or not GPS, just a bike computer. It runs off of GPS, but it's just a bike computer. So that's what we use to track our mileage and stuff. Oh, in case you're wondering, yes, I'm wearing a Zub hat, okay? That's because it was free. And Joe and I have a saying, if it's free, it's for me, okay? So, in fact, I have a Zub t-shirt on too because it was free. Now, don't get me wrong. I like a Zub. My 2 favorite trikes, we ride ICE, Inspired Cycle Engineering trikes from England, which are just absolutely the bomb. Ours are old used one, 2009, 2011 models, and yet they're just fantastic trikes. I mean, they do everything we want. They're great downhill. They climb pretty well. I mean, as good as a trike can climb. Now, Joe's a privileged person. She has, e-assist, so her trike can climb no matter what. Okay, but I still got ye old manual power, and the ice trike climbs easier than any of the trikes I've ever had before, and that's the Sunseekers, the Terra trikes, and even a really nice green speed. Yeah, green speed, and this old ice climbs easier. And but my only problem with the new ices is that they only come with the Shimano E-System motors. I do not like the Shimano motors. They've had a lot of little niggling problems. Nothing major, not the motors themselves, but the controllers have problems. There's connection problems to the mount that the battery goes on, blah, 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 blah. These things are very expensive units, and they should not have these little tiny problems. So with a Zub and my other favorite trike at the new trike at the moment now, which is called a Stein, Stine trike, okay, called the Wild One. With the Zub, it would be the Tie Fly 20, not the Tie Fly X. I don't want 26-inch tires all the way around. Don't need them. Joe and I don't do dirt that often to where we need to, something that can climb over rocks, and stuff like and tree roots and stuff like that. But yeah, so when a Zub came over to our trike dealer here in Colorado Springs, that's Angletech, Angletech at www.cycledifferent.com. Great folks, great trikes. They can do anything. Love them. Funny little old shop, but they can do anything. So if you're ever in Colorado Springs and you got to have your trike worked on, Angletech, without a doubt. And they've been great to us because Joe and I live on our meager Social Security income, and we can't afford a new trike. It just won't happen. They're just way out of our league. But they sell refurbished used trikes, and we haven't got a bad one in the bunch. Not one of them. No matter what the brand is, once they go through them, they work awesomely. So I apologize for this light. I'm going to try not moving the wrong way. I'm going to try to move over here. That helps a little bit. Yeah, now you're not looking at that light. That light kind of is bright and right in the thing. Next time I do a live, I'll make sure that light's not on. I wanted to make sure I had enough light, in the background and stuff so you guys could see me because I'm still a little dark in the face there. But this is just the camera in my in my computer. So it's nothing fancy because my computer is only an i3 Dell, Inspiration 3000 series, no big deal. But it's worked good for 5 years. It's just starting to die off now. I'm not going to keep you a whole lot longer. I'm going to try to keep this to about 20, 30 minutes at the most, since I haven't seen any response. So may just be me on here, but that's okay. I wanted to at least get this out if somebody didn't have anything to do on a Saturday night and was listening. But yeah, so basically, that's why I'm wearing a Zub hat. I'm going to put this up here a little bit. And so those are my two favorite new trikes. When my wife, Jo, my triker buddy, hits her power ball, which she swears we're going to hit. She's been telling me that for 20 years, but that's okay. She swears we're going to hit it, so I got faith in her. And when we hit that, then we're going to go down and we're going to, she's going to attest whatever she wants. I will not tell her what to buy, okay? Because for a trike to be really, truly comfortable, you got to get what you want. What fits you the best, whatever brand it is, blah, 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 don't make no difference. The only thing I want to get is we want full suspension because right now we only have rear suspension. And, we want full suspension and we want, e-assist system that is not Shimano, okay? We're talking about like the European one, the Brose, Brose. Also the Bosch. Bosch is my favorite. Those Germans know how to make good stuff. Okay, they really do. And Bosch is a famous brand, in the car world and racing world, you name it. So, and everything I've heard about the Bosch system, it says they just work, and they don't cause you any problems. The display units work, the battery trays work, everything works. So that's what I'd like to have. But I'm not sure you can get a Bosch on a Steintrike. They kind of have their own company or their own stuff, because they're both. It's funny, both the Azub and the Steintrike are Eastern European. The Azub is from Chechnya, not Chechnya, but Chechnya. It's in the old Czechoslovakian Republic, okay? And the other one, I can't remember exactly where it's from. It's around Slovakia, Slovenia, something like that. So they're both areas that have a lot of rugged area. They don't have a lot of paved bike paths. So these bikes, like our ices are from England. So they're tough. They're made tough. They're not delicate. Okay. And where we live, our streets and trails, pardon the nose scratch, our streets and trails are not smooth. Even the concrete ones that are smoother are bumpy. You know. So when you have full suspension, you can get that to just mellow out all the way. Rear suspension, the front smacks and the back kind of goes nicely. So, but it's kind of a weird movement. But the rear suspension is a lot better than no suspension. We've had a lot of no suspension trikes. No suspension trikes are great if you live in, say, like Florida or Kansas, where it's flat. Excuse me, and you're on a concrete trail or a real nice smooth graded dirt trail. We don't have smooth graded dirt trails out here. They can have deep gravel or sand. They can have ruts. They can have and they're not flat. They go up and up and down and up and down. And so we need something that's a little tougher. And those two trikes to me right now seem to be the toughest of the bunch. They've got excellent killer suspension systems, different types. Azub uses a wild titanium front end front suspension. Steintrikes uses a much more conventional, gas shock and spring setup, but both really good. Lots of ground clearance, both front and rear. So, if we can ever get new ones, that's what we're going to get. One of those two. But yeah, so well, since there's no questions, that's pretty much my live. Like I said, the main reason is to let you guys know that we've had our family issue. We had a couple of immediate family members pass. We spent a whole week for my mom between the hospital and the hospice, and there are priorities in life. And as much as we love riding and love doing our video, had to just kind of give it up for a week. But I hope you were on when I got to do a little product review. Thought I'd add at least a little something, to trike to the video. So, all right. Well, from BJ and Joe Linondo, out and about on the recumbents. Till next time, hey, remember, we ride low, we ride slow, but we always ride recumbent. It's even better if you're on a trike. 3 wheels, yay. How does that go? 3 wheels good, 2 wheels bad. Okay, that was evil. I apologize to all you recumbent bike riders out there. We love you guys too. All right? Okay. So, we will see you next time, hopefully on a video using the new wireless mic and all the other stuff we showed you. All right. Have a great evening and a fantastic rest of your weekend. Bye for now.
I think I changed that one saying. 3 wheels, yay. 3 wheels, yay.